So let's have a quick SWR check for this 4-element Yagi antenna before we ship it to Sir David Magno. So before installation, make sure that the coaxial cable connection is fully secured. You just need to put back the tuning stub in between these tapes, so you don't need to adjust the tuning stub. It's pre-tuned to 145 megahertz. So make sure that the SO239 connector is fully secured as well. You can tighten the nut by putting a PL259 connector at the back, then tighten this with a vice grip or pliers. So this antenna is now connected to the back of my radio. So first, let's check the SWR response on the center frequency, which is 145 megahertz at low power. So low power is 5 watts. So let's calibrate the SWR meter and set it to full deflection. Now we get the full deflection, release the PTT and switch to SWR mode. So press the PTT, switch to SWR mode. So we are transmitting. As we can see, there's no deflection on our needle. It's 1:1 on 145 megahertz at low power. Let's check the lowest frequency, which is the frequency in which the antenna is designed to operate. So let's check 142 at low power. So let's recalibrate. Press the PTT and set it until we got full deflection. So we have full deflection on our SWR needle. So release the PTT and switch to SWR mode. Press the PTT again. Check the SWR response. So it's 1.2:1 for 142 megahertz at low power. So let's check the frequency response on 148 megahertz, the upper band. So it's 148 megahertz. Let's recalibrate the SWR meter. Change to calibrate position. Press the PTT and adjust the needle until we got the full deflection. So it's on full deflection. Release the PTT and check the SWR response. Press the PTT again. So as we can see, we have 1.3:1 on 148 megahertz. So let's now check the frequency response of this antenna using 75 watts. So adjust the power output. So that is 75 watts. Let's recalibrate the SWR meter on 75 watts. So we need to set the SWR needle again until we get full deflection. So press the PTT and adjust it to full deflection. So we have 148 full deflection. 148 full deflection, so release the PTT. This is the upper band on 148 megahertz on high power. So let's move to SWR position, release the PTT, switch to SWR mode. So check the SWR response. So we have 1.7 or 1.6 SWR on 148 megahertz. So let's check 142 megahertz, the lower band, and let's move to calibrate position again. Press the PTT using 75 watts. Adjust the needle until we got full deflection. So it's full deflection on 142. Release the PTT and switch to SWR mode. So we have almost the same. It's about 1.6 SWR on 142 megahertz at 75 watts. So let's check the center frequency. This is 75 watts. So let's recalibrate by moving the SWR switch to calibrate position. Press the PTT and adjust the needle. Okay, we have full deflection on 145. Release the PTT and switch to calibrate SWR position. Press the PTT. As we can see, we have 1.5 SWR on 145 megahertz at 75 watts. So thank you for watching, and this antenna is ready to ship to Mr. David Magno.